of near you towards the like top of your mat. Yeah, and sitting cross-legged here. Let's just roll the shoulders back just a few times. And then we'll roll them forward a few times. Okay, good. And we'll start first with just a little breathing exercise, and we're going to add our hands into it. Okay, so we're going to inhale in, exhale out through the mouth or the nose. Okay, and we're going to start with our whatever hand, right hand. Okay, and we're going to start with our fingers pointed up towards the sky. Elbow can be bent in towards you. Okay, and we're just going to pull back the finger. So when you pull back one finger back, we'll start with the thumb. You're going to inhale in, and then exhale, you'll release the thumb. Okay, and then again, it's just gently pulling back just a little bit. So inhale in to the other finger, exhale out, inhale in, exhale out, inhale in, exhale out, inhale in, exhale out, and then we'll switch to the other hand. Okay, thumb first, pull the thumb back first, inhale in, exhale, release. 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 Good. And then just make fists, a couple fists with your hands here, opening and closing. And then we'll make a fist and we'll circle the wrist out. Okay, in one direction and then in the opposite direction. Okay, good. Shake it out, and then we're gonna do the same thing. That inhale in, exhale out, but this time with your hand, fingertips pointed down, palm out. Okay, and then we'll start with the pinky finger first. Okay, and again, elbow can be bent. I'm gonna extend my arm out. It's a little bit deeper stretch. Okay, so inhale in, exhale, release. 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 A few fists here, circling a few times. Shake it out. So I know that one's a little bit more intense. Okay, and then we'll switch hands. Again, palm out, fingers face down. Inhale in, pull your finger back gently. Exhale, release. Inhale in, exhale, release. Inhale in, exhale, release. Inhale in, exhale, release. Last one. Inhale in, exhale, release. And again, a few fists, closing, opening, a few little circles here. Good. Okay, good. Good, you guys. And then just shake your hands out. Okay. Palms, arms reach out, excuse me. Palms reach out also. Arms reach out nice and wide. Palms out. Fingertips point up towards the sky. Spread through all fingers. Nice big space here. Drop the shoulders down. And then we'll start by folding the pinky finger in first. Then the ring fingers. We're going to make one big fist, but we're going to go nice and slow here. Middle finger folds in. Pointer finger folds. And then your thumbs. And then press those knuckles down towards the ground. Pressing the backs of your wrists. Far apart. Inhale in. Exhale, release it out. Shake it out again. Okay, good. And then again, just roll the shoulders back just a few times. Okay, good. And then we'll start by circling the head, just nice and gentle here. And again, you're welcome to do full circles, half circles. Good. Go slow. Spend some time on some of those areas that feel a little tighter. And then we'll slowly reverse the circle. Great, really, really nice, everyone, okay? Bring your head back up in line with your spine. Okay, we're gonna take our right arm up towards the sky, and we're just gonna tap, the base of our neck, pat ourselves on the back, and straighten the arm just a few times, okay? Okay, and then we're going to assist it with the left arm, so you're just gonna bring the left hand right underneath the elbow here, okay? So you're hugging as best as you can in, towards your ear, drop your shoulder down, and then same thing, you're just gonna tap a little bit here, and then you really feel like your triceps working, okay, the backs of the arms, Good, and then again, just by that left hand kind of guiding that elbow back a little bit, you might get a little bit deeper stretch. And this is an active stretch, right? Okay, good. Okay, same arm. Okay, go ahead and release it. We're gonna bring it across our body. Okay, just like you would like a little tricep stretch or shoulder stretch here. Just give yourself a little pull. Okay, and then we're gonna make this active as well too. Okay, so you wanna really think about plugging your shoulder into your back. So your arm might not go straight across, might be more diagonal. And then we're gonna open it up and then we're gonna close it using the resistance of your left hand to open. Good, and then you wanna use resistance as you move back, okay? Yeah, just a few times. Again, really thinking about plugging the shoulder into your back. I was doing it earlier and I was actually kind of doing it like out of like my socket sort of. So it's really important to kind of plug your shoulder in and do it this way so it's really strong, okay? All right, I think that's enough. Go ahead and shake it out and then we'll go to the other side, okay? So left arm reaches up and just pat yourself on the back a few times. Okay, good, okay, and then we'll add the right arm or right hand right underneath the elbow, right at your tricep. And again, it's just guiding your elbow back a little bit. Doesn't have to be anything extreme. A little bit goes a long way, right? Like just like even me just slightly touching it with my fingertips, I'm like, ooh, I feel that versus not using my arm, okay? Yeah, okay, good, okay, woo, this side is tired already. Okay, so let's go and bring this left arm across the body and, you know, kind of let it pull out a little bit, give yourself a little stretch here, okay, do it the way we don't want to do it, okay, we're going to plug the shoulder back into our back, so again, it might come across more diagonal, and then we're going to open and close the arm just a few times, just nice and slow. Good. Thinking about that alignment. It's really just about, taking care of the shoulder, and finding just a little bit of mobility, even if it's just micro movement, okay? I know I'm kind of over exaggerating mine, yours does not have to be that big, okay? And then go ahead and release that. Again, kind of shrug your shoulders, circle them, okay, good. And then we're just gonna come into eagle arms, okay? So right arm on top, left arm on the bottom. You're welcome to hug yourself or you can bring your forearms up. If your forearms and fingertips are up, we're going to drop the hands a little bit over to the right side. And then we're going to move our head away from the arms. So left ear to left shoulder. Okay. And just holding here, breathing here. Good. Slowly lift your head back up, lift your fingertips back up, release your arms, and we'll switch sides. Left arm on top, right arm on the bottom. Okay, and again, you can do this with your, giving yourself a hug, or you can come into eagle arms. And then if you're coming into eagle arms, hands are just going to drop a little bit to the left, and then right ear to right shoulder. Okay, so hands and head are moving in the opposite direction, and then holding here for about 4 more deep breaths. Okay, so 5 deep breaths all together. Good. Fingertips lift up, head lifts up, release your arms. And again, you give them a nice little shake out, shrug, or shoulder roll. Good. Okay, really nice. Side body stretch, arms reach out, left hand down, right arm up and over. Inhale in, exhale, release, right hand down, left arm up and over. Good, and I already am kind of feeling a little bit more free in my shoulders and in my chest and in that upper back especially, okay? Let's go ahead and rise on up. Okay, we're going to side bend again, left hand down, right arm up and over, and then I'm just going to add the right leg. Okay, so I'm just going to extend the right leg out, just, out to the side, out to the diagonal, just to give myself a little bit deeper stretch. Good. Rising on up, folding that leg back in, right hand down, left arm up and over, and then again, I'm gonna add the left leg. This time I'm gonna stretch the left leg out a little bit, diagonal. Okay, awesome. And then we'll rise on up and then folding that leg back in. Okay, good. And you know what, we did a little bit of this last week and I want to do this again. I'm going to back up just a little bit. So same idea, we're going to have our legs out in like a nice big V. Okay. Maybe shoulder distance, maybe just a pinch wider. Okay, and you'll kind of know your edge just because I know our hamstrings aren't quite warmed up, okay, too much. So we're going to take the right ankle. We're going to cross it over the left. Right hand, just like the same side bend that we just did, okay? Right hand's going to be in line with that right hip. We're going to reach it out. We're going to stretch this left arm up and over for a nice big side bend stretch through that left side. Oh, yeah. This feels so good. Good. Breathe here. Inhale in. Exhale, release. And then we'll switch. Right leg back out to the right. Left ankle on top of the right leg. And then left hand, you know, it's in line with your left hip as you reach this right arm up and over. Good. And again, you're welcome, you know, to keep up on your hand, you can lower down on your forearm, whatever feels good. And I'm really anchoring down through my sit bones as well. Okay. Okay, good. Inhale in, exhale, release. And then we'll just move that through that 3 times all together. So just 2 more times. Okay, right ankle over the left. Right arm down, left arm up and over. Breathing, maybe changing your focus each time, seeing if you can go a little bit deeper or maybe not. Inhale in, exhale, release. Left ankle on top of the right, side bending to the left, away from the legs. Inhale in, exhale, release. Okay, one more time, last time, okay? Right ankle on top. Good, side bending over to the right. Inhale in, exhale, release. Good, switching sides. Last one, left hand down, right arm up and over. Okay, good. Inhale in, exhale, release. Releasing your legs, give them a nice little shake out, okay? And then again, we're gonna sit cross-legged here and we'll grab our block, just one block, okay? And again, you don't have to use a block. It's just my choice of props today that we're gonna use them. Okay, but you can do all of this without the block, okay? So we're going to reach our arms just out in front of us, okay? And we're just gonna do a little protraction, contraction with our shoulders and our upper back, okay? So we're gonna reach our fingertips forward, kind of rounding out the space through our upper back. And then we're gonna draw our shoulder blades together, plugging the shoulders into the back, okay? So a little protraction and contraction, okay? Again, this can be small, can be big, okay, but it's kind of like a baby version of cat and cow for the upper back and the upper chest, okay, right? Like we would do like, oh, cat and cow with arching, okay? So again, I'm just kind of doing it without the block, just so you can see, reach those fingertips forward and then plug your shoulders back. Good, okay, let's just do about 3 more. Okay, same thing, you're welcome to ditch the block if you need to, plug those shoulders into your back. Arms are gonna reach up over your head. And then we're just gonna bend the elbows, maybe bringing, you know, the block towards your shoulders and then reaching, oh my, watch, got caught in my hair, and then reaching your arms back up over your head. Okay, and again, I'm kind of using soft fingertips here on my block. I don't know if you can see, so I'm not like squeezing, I'm doing a little bit softer hands, looser hands. And then just kind of notice your elbows kind of move out to the side. Can you gently kind of hug them in so your biceps are around your ears, just like we did in this position? Okay, let's just do 1 more. Okay, and then just release your arms. Woo. Okay, release your block, shake your arms out. Okay, really nice. And then we're gonna make our way into tabletop, okay? Again, you can have your block just up at the top of your mat here. Okay, let's do a nice big round of cat and cow. Okay, so you start to kind of connect this movement and kind of noticing your shoulders and the back space. Okay, really, really nice, everyone. Okay, let's just get into the legs just a little bit. So finding this nice neutral spine, right leg is gonna reach back behind you. When you're ready, right leg is gonna float up off the mat, toes down, heel up. Okay, really scoop your abdominals up and in. You can even bring this left hand around your abdominals so you feel yourself lift. And all we're gonna do is just bend the right knee and straighten, okay? Keeping it floating if possible, okay? So a nice little active hamstring stretch, loosening up the back of the leg. Okay, let's do about, maybe about 10 of these, maybe 8. Okay, just breathe. You can keep both hands grounded as well. Okay, awesome. Okay, on your last one, bend the right leg. Okay, good. And we're gonna do a round of cat and cow here. Knee to nose, round your spine. And then reaching that heel back up towards the sky. Okay, and maybe you don't go into like super big cow pose, maybe you just come into like a little neutral spine, but round your spine, knee into the nose, and then kick that right heel back up. One more time, just like that. Okay, knee to nose. Kick your right heel back up towards the sky, nice long spine, and then slowly lowering the right leg down, nice and slow, and then we'll switch sides. Left leg reaches back. Left leg floats. And again, you can check in by wrapping your right hand around your abdominals. And then we're just gonna bend and straighten the left leg about 10 times. Good, breathing. Making this all about the hamstring. So loosen up a little bit. Okay, good, about 5 more. On your last one, keep the bend, hold it here, double check your nice long spine, knee to nose, round in, lifting that heel back up towards the sky. Good, knee to nose, kicking your heel back up towards the sky. Last one, third one, knee to nose, kicking my heel back up towards the sky, and then slowly lowering the left leg down, and we'll come into child's pose. Big toes together, knees out nice and wide. You can take your block and you can slide it under your forehead. Good. Arms can be bent. They can be straight. Whatever feels good here in your child's pose. And again, if you're not using a block, you can always have your hands under your forehead to lift your head up a little bit higher. Okay, lots of options here. Okay, and then we're gonna check in. Okay, I'm gonna ditch the block under my forehead. I'm just gonna move it forward. I'm gonna rest again, my forehead onto the mat. My arms are gonna reach forward, and then we're gonna bend through the elbows to place the hands at the base of the neck. Okay, check out your elbows. Are they pointing directly out to the side? Can you see as best as you can if you can walk them around to point to the top of your mat, and maybe your biceps wrap around your ears, okay? Doesn't have to be perfect. It might be like a slight degree different than out to the side. It might just be like, 45 degrees, maybe even less than that, okay? But just kind of see if you can start to work in that way that we were using the block as bending and straightening the arms up over our head, okay? A few more deep breaths. Okay, good. Straightening the arms out, rising back up into tabletop. Okay. Good, knees under the hips. And this is where we're gonna take one block. We're gonna slide it under, let me slide it under the left leg first, because I think it'll be easier for you all to see. So I'm gonna slide it under my left knee, okay? I'm grounding through my hands, and I'm gonna press into the left leg so that my right knee floats. My toes are tucked under, by the way, okay? And my right knee's floating up off the mat, okay? And again, this is really small movement, but I'm gonna start to keep as best as I can this nice long spine. But I'm gonna drop my right knee down. It probably won't touch the mat. We're just gonna kind of dip the hip a little bit and then bring it back up in line. And we're just gonna do 5 of these, okay? And again, it's really small movement. Just stabilizing the sacrum, the low back. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, good. Okay, and then you'll lower your knee down and then we'll switch and we'll take the block under our right leg, lifting the left knee up. So it's your hips are nice and level. And then just gently drop the left knee down just a little bit. It's just like a nice little side tilt. Like if you were going from like 3 o'clock to 9 or 3:45 to 9:15. Again, it's really small, just rocking, a little dip down and back. And again, we're just doing 5 of these. Okay, so one more. Good. Okay, and then lower down, take the block out, and we're going to come back into child's pose again. Okay, take your time. And again, if you need to roll your wrist out, go for it. Okay, making fists, anything that feels good. Threading the needle, left arm under the right. Oh, baby, thread the needle. Good. Inhale in, exhale, release. And then switching sides, right arm under the left, threading the needle. Inhale in, exhale, release. This time walking your hands in towards your knees, gently coming up to standing on your knees and chin. Okay, good. Just press the hips forward, reach your arms up over your head. Good, and then from here, we're gonna step the right foot forward. Okay, woo, coming into low lunge. Okay, and you can make this stance a little bit wider or longer, I should say. You can make it longer if you want to. And then again, if you want to use your blocks, you are more than welcome to here. Okay, so this low lunge, we're definitely going to dip the hips, roll the shoulders, lift the chest and the heart. When you're ready, arms can reach up over your head. Okay, or you can keep one hand down, one arm up. Okay, good. And we're just going to flow through this little series just a couple times. Okay. Good. Inhale in, exhale, hands release. We're going to straighten the front leg coming into half split, flexing through the toes. Good. And if you want to rock forward and backwards a little bit here, that's fine. Okay. Flexing and pointing through the ankle. A little rocking for the hamstring. And remember, you know, if you don't feel like you're quite ready for this, a knee bent on this right leg is totally fine. Okay. You still get a really nice stretch with the bent knee. Okay. Bending back through the right leg. Okay. Low lunge. Dip the hips, roll the shoulders, reach those arms up over your head. Okay. It's going to add a little twist here. Left arm forward, right arm back. Beautiful. Good. Staying here, or you can bring your left forearm down and you can grab with your right hand your left wrist. Okay, so it's just like a little half kind of twist in the upper body. Okay. A few more deep breaths. Inhale in, exhale, release. Hands are going to frame again that front foot, half split, straightening the front leg. Again, rocking, flexing and pointing to the foot, or you can stay still. Good. Breathing. Okay, awesome. Bending back into this right leg. Okay, we're gonna tuck the back toes under. We're gonna come into high lunge. Okay, again, use your blocks if you want to. Okay, I'm gonna skip using them. We're gonna lift the back knee up. Okay, walking the hands up the leg or reaching your arms up over your head. Okay, so just adding our standing balance. Good, staying here, adding the twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Good, and again, you're welcome to stay here or forearm down, and then you can wrap a hold of your left wrist and then press down to rise up. Good, and think about those hips. Okay, squaring the hips as best as you can. So you gotta lift that left hip up just a little bit. Good, breathe here. Inhale in, exhale, release. Arms up over your head, framing that front leg, straightening the right leg. And again, half split is always welcome. And again, use those blocks. Okay, so I'm gonna use blocks now under my hands, just for this deeper stretch, okay? And then I'm actually gonna rock also. I'm gonna flex through my ankle and ground. I'm gonna kind of go back and forth a little bit here. Good. Okay, good. Bending the knee, lowering the back knee down, okay? Remove the blocks, gently step back, tabletop. Good, a gentle round of cat and cow. Good. And then take your time walking your hands in towards your knees, okay? Arms reach up over your head. This time we're gonna step the left foot forward. Woo, a little lunge, okay? And then again, you can walk those toes forward. So again, you can set yourself up to really dip the hips, roll the shoulders, lift the chest and the heart here for this nice big deep lunge, okay? So again, making sure you got lots of space here between your legs, right? So it's a little bit deeper, so we get into this hip flexor, okay? When you're ready, arms can reach up over your head, or you can keep your hands down. Good, breathe here. First round, no twisting. Inhale in, exhale, hands release, and then straightening the left leg for half split. And again, if you wanna rock a little bit, okay, good. Bending into the left leg, low lunge. Adding on, twisting, right arm forward, left arm back. And again, you're welcome to stay here, or you can bring your right forearm down, grab a hold of your right wrist, and then really press down to rise up through your chest and your upper back. So it's like that baby, thread the needle. Good. Keep bending into that left knee as best as you can. Inhale in, exhale, release, framing the hands around the foot, straightening the left leg. Good. Another little half split. All right, third one, left knee bends. Tuck the back toes under. We'll lift the back knee up, high lunge. Again, take your time to rise up. Staying here, we're twisting right hand forward, left arm back. Pause here, or right forearm down, grabbing a hold of your wrist to press down to lift up. And then really check out, right? You want to lift this right hip up just a little bit to keep your hips nice and level. That little stability work we did with the blocks. Same thing, stabilize the sacrum even when you're twisting here. Good, 2 more deep breaths. Last one, inhale in. Exhale, arms back up over your head, framing your front foot. And again, grab the block, straighten the left leg. And again, you're welcome to flex and point through the foot. Good. Okay, beautiful. This time we're going to bend through the front leg. We're going to step forward, standing forward fold. You can interlace your hands behind your back, roll your shoulders, reach those knuckles up over your head. You can grab onto opposite elbows and kind of do a combo of both. Okay, but just kind of hanging out here. Good. Even bending through the knees. When you're ready, releasing your arms, bending your knees, we'll gently roll up to come all the way up to standing. Arms reach up over your head and exhaling hands at your heart center. Okay, good. Okay, so here's going to be our work for on our chaturangas. Okay, so we're just going to have one block, just again at the top of your mat here. Okay, we're going to reach our arms up over your head, gently fold forward. Okay. And we're doing like half chaturangas today, okay? Not full ones or anything, okay? So we're gonna step back, plank pose, okay? Take your time, okay? And, you know, kind of establish your plank here. Maybe your hands are a little bit wider than your shoulders. That's fine, okay? Let's drop down onto our knees. And then your block, okay? I'm gonna lift my block up to the highest level, and it's gonna be right at the center of my chest, okay? And I'm just going to bend my elbows. Okay, I'm gonna hover over the block and then I'm gonna just press right back up. So it's just a little micro bend, okay? So just bend the elbows, hover over the block, or maybe you can touch down, that's fine. And then press back up. And then just one more, okay? We're just doing 3 of these, but of course, if you're feeling fiery, you're welcome to do more, okay? I'm gonna keep my toes tucked under and I'm just gonna walk my hands back. I'm just gonna sit back on my heels. You can also untuck your toes, okay? I'm just gonna stretch out my toes and my Achilles a little bit. So I'm just gonna kind of walk it out here, shake out my wrist and my hands. Okay, we're gonna lower down, Sphinx pose. Okay, so you're gonna ditch your block and you can lower down however you want to, okay? Again, remember I'm kind of, I'm doing a little mix of like a gentle class, okay, a little bit of strengthening. So you can kind of choose how you want to roll down and meet in Sphinx pose here, okay? Legs are separated, pressing down, lifting up, okay? Right ear to right shoulder. Okay, let's take a little half circle here. So we'll start to drop the chin down towards the chest. And then we'll bring the head back in line with the spine, and then we'll switch sides, left ear to left shoulder. And then again, just like a little half of a half circle. Okay, we'll drop the chin towards the chest. And then bringing your head back in line with your spine. Let's lower all the way down. Oh yeah, this feels good. Okay. Now the gentle version of what we did in tabletop, right? We're gonna just bend the right knee. Okay, curl the hamstring and straighten the right leg. We're just gonna do that a few times, okay? So, I don't know, maybe 8 to 10 times, okay? Again, just activating like the quads and the hamstrings a little bit. And of course, as I'm talking, I totally lost count, okay? So I'll hold you to it that you're counting. Okay, good. And then we'll switch sides, okay? And again, about 8 to 10. Yeah, just bending and straightening. Good, about 5 more. It does not have to be perfect. Okay, awesome. And then slowly just straighten the legs out. Okay, hands under the shoulders. We'll tuck the toes under. And we're gonna make our way back into tabletop, okay? Okay, and then we're gonna grab our block. Okay, and this is where we're gonna get a little more serious about our chaturanga, okay? So again, I'm just gonna kind of, I know this is all probably just like a reminder, but it's just nice to kind of go back to our little basics here, okay? So the exercise we did here to here, little protraction, contraction, right? We want our arms like in our back, but when we're pressing away, it's kind of like a little protraction. So you can kind of remember that you got to kind of open up your chest a little bit and you're going to press a little bit. So you will, your shoulder blades will be separated just a pinch, okay? And then check out your hands, right? Shoulder distance for me is too hard. It doesn't work for my body. So I like to go a little bit wider, right? So again, I kind of think about my shoulders being plugged into my back. My hands are a little bit wider and even my fingers kind of wave out a little bit. So it's not perfect, like middle fingers pointing up to the top of my mat. I kind of fan a little bit. So when I bend my elbows, right, my hands are kind of going under my shoulders, like fingertips are going under my shoulders, but the palms of my hands are really at like my ribs, okay? And you can kind of just do that a few times, kind of just noticing like if you were to keep your hands under your elbows, would probably move out because it's not like anatomically like correct or like your body won't do it. So when you bend, you know, you have like a little space under your armpit, which is what we want, okay? Okay, oh, this is so hard, air push-ups, okay. So shake it out, okay? Don't overthink it either. We're gonna do this on our knees in half plank, but we're gonna use the block on the medium height under our hips, okay? So our hips, you know, have a lot of weight, okay? We got like the most muscular part of our body here, so it's gonna help assist us to keep our hips lifted when we lower down, okay? So it might take some adjusting of moving the block in the right spot, okay? So I like to set up, again, check out your hands, a little bit wider than shoulders, my fingers are fanning out. I'm gonna lift up into my high plank first, just so I can kind of like test out where I need to move my block a little bit. I'm gonna lower my knees down for my half plank. And again, my hips aren't moving back, they're moving forward. And again, the goal is just to get that nice bend in the elbows. It might be a micro bend, or it might be a lot where your hips touch the block, okay? And then you press right back up. And again, elbows, you know, again, you want to kind of keep a space like a little lemon or orange in your armpit as you do this, okay? Let's do one more time, so just 3 times, okay? And then come back up and then take a break, shake your arms out, shake your wrists out, okay? And then you can repeat that, or we're gonna do 3 of the chaturanga push-ups, lowering our chest down, okay? So again, choose your own little chaturanga adventure, okay? Let's set ourselves up again. We're still gonna use the block, okay, under our hips, hands, again, somewhere near under your shoulders or a little bit wider is fine. Okay, high plank, breathe. Low plank, keep that nice strong core. Okay. We're gonna bend the elbows, hips will touch, then your chest and your your forehead will touch. Okay, your chest will probably be lifted still, okay? Keep your hands grounding, lift the head, straighten the arms, and your body will lift, okay? Okay, let's do that 1 more or 2 more times, okay? Elbows bend, so hips touch, and then your head's gonna touch, okay? Elbows are still lifted, chest is lifted. We're gonna lift the head, look up, press and straighten the arms. Good, 1 more time. Bending the elbows, your hips will touch the mat. Then you just lower your head down, okay? Yeah, bend those elbows. Don't be afraid to bend your elbows. Good, from here, lift your head up, ground through your hands, press your arms straight, hips will lift, we'll lean back, shaking out the wrist. Okay, little fist here. Okay, we're going to ditch the block, okay, up to the top of the mat, okay, and we're gonna move right away into pigeon pose, okay. I didn't plan any downward dogs, but this would be a great place to throw one in if you want to, okay. We're gonna move right into pigeon, right knee towards your right wrist, okay, and then gently just walk those left toes back, that left leg back, okay. I'm gonna reintroduce the block back into my life for pigeon pose. Okay, I'm gonna have it under my forehead. And again, remember, the block is totally optional. However, it does help a lot in the chaturanga training wheel. Okay, it does help having it under the hips. Okay, good. Allow yourself to breathe. Feel relaxed. All that hard work. Okay, it's crazy. We haven't really flowed too much or too crazy, just kind of doing these small little strengthening exercises really do create a lot of heat in your body, and it goes a long way. Okay. Just breathe. Just when you thought chaturanga can get harder, we add some of these tools, and it can make it feel a little more difficult, but building that strength, it takes time. Okay. And I won't lie, I've been practicing doing my push-ups, my chaturangas with the block this way. It has really helped me gain that strength to be able to push up. And I only have a few good ones with some straight legs, but most of the time with my knees bent, I'm in that nice proper alignment that I'm not putting any pressure on my low back or on my shoulders as well too. Okay, so just something to keep in mind. You can always practice with any of these tools. Okay, so you don't have to always lower all the way down to the ground or anything. Okay, just a few more moments here in our pigeon pose. Just trying to distract you here in pigeon. Just breathe. Okay, awesome, everyone. Slowly start to rise up. Okay, hands under the shoulders, gently lift your chest up. We're gonna lean over to the right. Again, be mindful of this back leg. Okay, so really lean to the right. We're gonna swing the left leg around to the front. Okay. We'll make a little tree pose. Okay, so left leg is gonna point forward. The right sole of your foot is somewhere inside of the in line of your left leg. Arms are gonna reach up over your head. Okay, exhaling, folding forward fold. And again, if you want to use your block a couple different ways, you can have it under the right knee for support if your hips are feeling tight, okay, on any level, okay, or you can use it around the left foot, kind of grab a hold of it like you would if you were using your strap. Okay, your yogi's choice, okay, whatever support you need. Okay, I know for me, I've had lots of pulled hamstrings, so I've actually used it under the left leg with my knee soft, and then didn't pull as hard for my hamstrings, but still got a nice little stretch here. So again, you can kind of choose your own adventure there for the stretch here. Okay, just breathe. Inhale in. Exhale, release. Okay, we'll open our hips up just a little bit. Okay, so again, we're kind of in a little V position here. Inhale in, arms up over your head, twisting towards your right knee. So we'll start with a twist. Good. Keeping your left hand connected to this right knee. Right arm's going to reach up towards the sky, and then we're going to start to side bend towards the left leg. Oh yeah. Good, keep rolling your chest up towards the sky. Breathing here. Nice, inhale in. Exhale, slowly release. Ooh, Okay, and then we're gonna fold in between the knees. Okay, so gently just folding forward. Again, if you want to use your block under your forearms, under your head. Okay, and again, those other options under the knee. Okay, under the other knee. So many ways to use the block here. Okay, however you feel supported. You could even sit on it too if that feels more supportive to you. Okay, yeah. Oh. Big sigh of relief. Okay, good. And then let's slowly roll on up, nice and slow. Okay, and then we're just gonna do pigeon pose on the left side, okay? So you can, bend this left leg in, swing the right leg around. And again, if you wanna throw in a vinyasa or downward dog, really you can come into this any way you'd like, okay? I know we did a lot on our hands and like our wrists, so I just wanted to be mindful of that. So again, check in to see how you're feeling, okay? And then we'll come into pigeon pose on this left side, however you want to come into it. And again, using the block under your chest or your forehead. And then just allow yourself to release and relax into this left leg. Give it some time. So nice full deep inhales in. Big exhales out. Can you find softness in areas that feel really tight? Can you find a little more release? Can you deepen your breath? Extend your exhales. Extend your inhales. Final moments here, just breathing. And slowly start to walk your hands in, rising on up, nice and slow. We'll lean over to the left, and again, just be mindful of this back leg. We'll bring it around to the front. I'm actually just going to change my ankle here for y'all. So we'll come into our little tree pose. Okay, right leg stretches out, and then left sole of foot just anywhere in the inside of this right leg. Okay, and again, block can really be anywhere you want. Okay, so let's inhale in, exhale, fold forward. Okay, for the hamstring stretch. Okay, yeah, or you can use it around that right foot. Good. Give yourself a nice big stretch. Notice your hamstrings feel different when we were doing half split versus during this stretch. What feels the same? What's changing? What's evolving? Inhale in, exhale, release. Okay, and then we're just going to open our hips up a little bit. And again, I'm going to adjust just so you get a different angle here. So my right leg's a little bit out to the right. Hips are now open instead of closed, right? We're a little bit more open. Arms reach up over your head, twisting towards the left leg, towards the bent knee. Right hand stays connected to that right knee. Left arm reaches up over your head. And then big side bend over towards that straight leg. Good. Roll the shoulders, roll the chest up towards the sky. Breathe. Nice big deep inhale in. Exhale, rise up. Okay. And then we're going to fold in between the knees. Okay. Good. And again, block can be for your forearms, your elbows, or your forehead. Good. Just breathe here. Good. And then we'll slowly rise on up. Shaking your legs out. Nice little shake out. Okay, good. Let's come into Supta Baddha Konasana, or not Supta Baddha Konasana, Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. I got excited. I was already thinking of Shavasana. Okay, soles of the feet together, knees out nice and wide. And then again, you can choose however wide you want your diamond or however close in. And again, blocks can be supported under the knees or, you know, under the hips here, or you can also use them to rest your forehead down as you reach forward. Okay, yeah, block can be on top of your feet also. Okay, yeah, good. I'm just gonna hang out here. Okay, good. And then your choice, okay, staying here, or you can rise on up and we're gonna extend the legs out nice and wide, nice big V position here. Again, shoulder distance or wider, and then same thing, we're gonna fold forward. Again, you can use your block under your forearms, okay, and you can even, you know, you can stack them up, pillows as well too, okay, however you want here, okay. And we're gonna hang out here just for a little bit, okay, we're gonna move through this last little series a little bit faster, okay. Not super fast, but just a little more briskly, okay. Okay, good. From here, we're gonna slowly rise on up. And you can use your hands to kind of help bend your knees to bring them in, give them a nice little shake out. Okay. Okay. And we're gonna make our way onto our backs, okay? And first we're gonna come in we're just gonna roll down, okay? And then we're gonna set ourselves up with our blocks, okay? And again, I'm gonna set us up, I'm gonna show you two different ways to set up with 2 blocks and then to set up with 1 block, okay? So let's roll down onto our backs first, just so that we kind of like get into like a clear little slate here. You can hug your knees into your chest. Oh, rock around from side to side. Okay, and remember, you know, again, blocks, this is all optional, okay? You can just stay and hang out in Shavasana and any leg position you want. Don't stretch your legs out here, stretch your arms up over your head. So you're welcome to stay here for any reason. You know, if you're congested, you know, you're just not feeling like you want to do a heart opener, this is absolutely fine to just hang out here with your arms down by your sides, okay? We're gonna set ourselves up. Roll over onto one side, come on up, and we're gonna take one block on the lowest level. This block is going to support all that beautiful work we did with our shoulder blades, okay? It's gonna support your shoulder blades, okay? To allow your chest to open up, okay? So I'll show first here with the one block. You'll bend your knees, roll back gently, okay? And then you might have to kind of move a little bit so it's right under your shoulder blades. And then your head will rest down, and you wanna make sure your head is touching the mat. It's not pulling on your throat or anything, okay? And if it is, that's where you'll slide a pillow, a sweatshirt, anything to help kind of lift your head up a little bit more, towels, okay? Arms will be down by your side, legs straight or bent. Okay, so this is the version with one block, this nice big chest opener. If you would like to do it with two blocks, one will be on the highest level for your head pillow. The second block will be on the medium height. And again, this is going to support somewhere around your shoulder blades, okay? And again, you'll know if it's in the wrong spot because it actually is hard to breathe. Okay, so I always think like tips of my shoulder blades up, so it's a little bit higher rather than lower. And then again, my tall block is my pillow block. And then here I am in this nice big chest opener, back bend. Okay, so same thing, receiving the same benefits, whether you're using one block or two blocks. Okay. Legs can be in any position, Baddha Konasana, straight legs, bent knees, arms can be out to the sides. Okay, and again, this is just like a nice stretch for all those like chaturangas we did to open up the chest and the heart. Feeling that support under the shoulder blades. Okay, and then just breathe here. Can you let go a little bit more? Can you soften and feel supported from the ground up? Can you take a moment to just notice how you feel? What's changed? What stayed the same? Take a nice big deep inhale in, exhale out. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. You can bend your arms in, stretch your arms up over your head if that feels okay. Bend your knees to plant your feet on the ground. Okay. And when you roll over onto one side, let your arms catch you off of the blocks. Okay, and then you can kind of create a pillow with your bottom arm to rest off of the blocks. And then using your arms and your legs to help you come on up to the seated position. And just take a moment to roll the shoulders back, maybe some head circles, wrist circles, half circles. Good, and just pressing your palms together firmly at your heart center when you're ready. Take a nice big deep inhale in through your nose. Big exhale out through your mouth. And slowly just begin to smile in honor of your practice. Namaste, everyone.